So it's November and it's almost time for Thanksgiving. So why not, instead of ignore everyone's favorite holiday to get in the way of Christmas, even though that clearly started in September, I decided to kind of make a little video saying what I was thankful for. And what I'm thankful for, really, it's the furry fandom. Well, you saw the title of the video, it's about the furry fandom. But you know what, let me explain, will you? You see, I was not good at social interactions as a kid, and still am not now. You can tell by some of the videos I made. And generally, I was just sort of a loner, a lone wolf, which, yeah, I guess this sort of makes more sense now, doesn't it? I discovered Rika's video on the Furry Fandom, a little furry documentary thing. You can probably find it somewhere on YouTube. It's hopefully still on YouTube, I don't know. When I saw it, I was just like, oh my god, that's amazing. I love anthropomorphic animals. I love to draw all them. So yeah, I think I might be a furry. The thing was, I never really had very many friends in the fandom, not yet at least. The closest I knew was a friend of mine who was a brony. Then I saw Majira's video on Furry Amino. And then I saw, oh, that's cool, that's interesting, and I joined it. I'm still on it now, but really, who uses Furry Amino anymore? Not much, huh? Basically, when I made the thing, I had no idea what I was doing. This is honestly my first experience with social media, right? So yeah, good for me, right? But then, I opened up a chat because I didn't know what I was doing. And then someone came on and said, hi. That was it, just hi. And I realized at that moment I was talking to a real, legitimate person. That was the most beautiful thing I ever felt. We talked for a bit, we got to know each other. He was from a different time zone, so we kind of broke contact, but yeah. But it was one night in particular on Furry Amino that I'll never forget. The night when I discovered my first furry meetup. The person on there, won't mention their name because we don't really talk very much anymore. They invited me onto my chat. And then a couple weeks later, I was on my way to my first furry meetup. And you would not believe how nervous I was. It was insane. Oh boy, it was awful. It was literally awful. But then the people who are on my chat found me, and then they invited me to go get coffee, which is kind of dumb because the meetup's at night, I realize. But yeah, we met there, and it was the time of my life. It was literally the time of my life. I could not believe what was happening. The big thing though was when I came back, and then I encountered all the fursuits having fun. Everyone came, everyone was happy. I couldn't accept and believe that I was one of them. I couldn't believe it. I just couldn't believe it. When I got my first fursuit, it was at Downers Grove. You would not believe the amount of fun I had there, and I was like, it was euphoric, essentially. And I went up and said, hey, guess who got a fursuit? I basically, and yeah, fast forward a couple of months later, and I was on my way to MFF. I could not believe what I was doing. It was the most amazing convention experience I've ever had. It was my first convention experience. But again, it's basically a furry meetup on steroids. The furry fandom gets a lot of hate, and of course it does. It's a strange concept. I mean, the idea of like people dressing up like this, I mean, come on now. That's not exactly normal to some people. But here's the thing that people don't understand. What people don't get with the community is being able to get a hug from a total stranger, and that's what I got at my first furry meetup. I will never, ever forget any of these experiences in my life. This fandom has turned me from a sad, shy little boy to a confident and outgoing young man with all the friends in the world. I can't thank this furry fandom enough. So yeah, thank you, Furry Fandom, for everything.